Ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of These Are 3D Glasses.
Oh.
And they work. But my Vooz account has to be renewed, so I can't do anything with it.
How much is that?
Oh, like
25, I think?
yeah, something like that. So anyway, I would just, they're still talking about gun control, and even though the majority of the American people have said no gun control, they're still going through with gun control. Now let me tell you something about my high school. Call me a redneck if you will, if you want. Now, my high school today is a lot different than my high school when I went to school there. I remember when the building was first built. We didn't even have a gymnasium. We had to go across town, so to speak, to get to the gym. Yeah, it was a small town back then.
Very small, huh?
Yeah, very small. I mean, you walked to the gym. That was across town. And that was the old part of town, and then we lived in the new part of town. The old part of town was country. There was somebody that kept livestock over there. Actually, that may have been part of the school, but we didn't even have a fence around the football stadium until somebody was kind enough to murder someone and deposit the body in the football stadium. Then they put a fence around it, but it was not something that's going to keep anybody out. You could crawl through it. Didn't have to go under it. You go under it, you go through it, you knock it down if you wanted to. It was no big deal. But anyway, people went to school with rifles and shotguns in the back of their trucks.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any school shootings. Of course, if somebody would have tried that in my high school, they wouldn't have gotten too far in their little scheme because they would have been shot.
They did in Illinois, too. The kids came to school, especially the guys with gun racks in the truck.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming you can hear us.
Drove. Mostly juniors and seniors who had their licenses, but they had guns.
Nobody said anything. I mean, geez, I dipped in school, and for my class rings, since I didn't do anything in particular, I had rodeo put on my high school class ring. So I'm sounding like a redneck.
And I dare you right now to go down in Arkansas and try and take the guns out of some Arkansas hillbilly's truck.
Yeah.
See what happens to you. You're going to get the you-know-what beat out of you.
Yeah, but you look at schools today and they're gun-free zones. Like, that's going to protect you. That's what the bad guys are looking for. Look at the school shootings.
Because they're disarming everybody, so, yeah, of course they can go in there and do whatever the hell they want.
But, like, in our high schools, if you would have gone in there, like Columbine or what supposedly happened in Connecticut,
which I think was all a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, there are a lot of problems with the story that the police put out there about what went on in Connecticut. Big problems.
Yeah, and threatening people if they questioned the story.
Yeah, that in and of itself should be...
That is a dead giveaway right there.
Yeah.
And
but
if they did something.
Let's say something like that. Let's say, just for sake of argument, that it did happen. If it would have been our high schools... Now, I went to high school in Texas. My wife went to high school in Illinois. If it would have been our high schools, they would not have gotten away with all that. The people involved would have been put down right then and there. It just wouldn't have happened. That's because we had guns. Did we carry guns in the classroom? No. But not that I know of, anyway. Maybe some teachers had a shotgun or a rifle or a pistol.
I think if I remember right, the high school I went to, they kept the doors locked from the outside. Except for one door that was right in front of the main office, administrative office, where the secretaries could, and everybody in there could see it.
Yeah. So, think about that when you think about gun control. Some of the really scary things are going on right now in this country. Really scary. Now, they had drones flying over the South by Southwest event in Austin. Now, if that would have happened under Bush's watch, what would you Obama heads have said? Honestly. What were you saying at the time? I never supported Bush. Okay? Bush is just as bad as Obama. Obama is just as bad as Bush. Actually,
But people would have went nuts.
yeah, people would have gone nuts if Bush would have done that. But now it's okay that
Okay for being bad
Obama's
to do
doing it? People are a bunch of hypocrites.